Alright, I hope you enjoyed the cinematic. Welcome back to Voluminum. This is episode 19. I'm just hanging out with some of the Bessies here. Little baby Bessie. They're not dumb enough to walk. Never mind. Okay. Well, that's the farm, guys. I just hang out with them and trick them into falling into this hole. Okay, so I've been fighting with my computer for about 45 minutes. I couldn't get the mic to work, and I tried a different mic. It didn't work. And then I restarted the computer multiple times, as you do with, things turning on and off again. Didn't work. I did some research, and I just turned off the mic in the Windows 10 settings somehow. So, yep. That's what I did. But now that that's sorted out, we are here. The dig is done. The deco is done. The farm is done. Everything here is, this project is officially done. So, as you can see, it's pretty simple. And I wanted to keep it that way because this project has gone on a little bit longer than I'd actually planned to. Things have kind of changed back and forth whenever I come to this project. I think I said before, I wanted just to make a mushroom cow farm just because I wanted to. I know that I could make a much easier farm with hoglins come 116. But I wanted to make this just for the sake of it, but I also didn't want to do some over-the-top, too crazy thing. Also it's single player, so I didn't want to have to spend weeks on end on this, even though I have. But it is officially done, and the walls just behind the water there are light gray concrete, and so what I did was, at the corner of each of these walls, I just set up a little redstone contraption that let me place the powder, and it just it shot it across there and fell down. And then I got gray concrete powder and made these like bands that go over. I just thought I would give it some depth, but nothing too crazy, instead of just, I didn't want it to be too bland. And then I just broke the netherite that was holding the water back, let it flow in, and it made it concrete. And I think it looks pretty good. Nice and simple. But let's move on to the farm now. And this is also very simple, but I just thought I'd show it for the sake of it. It's just flying machines. And I do want to give credit for the kill chamber. It's someone on YouTube, their name is in Japanese, so I don't know how to say it, but it's something in Japanese, robot. I'll share their channel link in the description, so you can go check it out. But this killing chamber I got from them, it's just the slab there to keep them from, so they can fit under it, and keeps the lava from flowing back out here. A trap door, and a couple of blocks here. And that way they go down into the lava, burn, and don't get back into the water to stop burning, and we get cooked beef instead of just raw beef. And this works perfect. And I've just got these 4 10 or 11 wide strips here, and these are down on, let's see, wide 8. Yeah, it's pretty low, not as low as I'd like it. I was gonna break some bedrock, but I didn't think it was necessary. The spawns have been pretty good for me so far. But anyways, we had to deal with the babies as well, so these are too high. And I did get some help on the StarCraft server from Oreo Lamp. I was having trouble with the cows. They were getting up on top of a block. If there was a solid block below the honey block there, they could actually get up and stand next to the honey block on the block below, even especially the babies. So he suggested I just use walls, and that's worked perfect. So they can't get up onto the blocks now, and Let me just turn this on really quick. We can see it in action. And there they go. They kind of bob up and down a little bit sometimes, but they make their way in there fast enough. I know I could have made probably a much faster one using portals, but I wanted to see. I wanted to keep this in one dimension, and I felt like it would just be less of a headache. But these, yeah. Anyways, these flying machines are just super standard. They're 8 wide, honey block and slime block alternating. And I just got the send off here that just triggers them to go, and then return stations on each side. So they'll come back, and then once they're burned, their hops go into the their hops. Their drops go into the hoppers and go into these droppers out into the water stream and come all the way up there to the storage, and we'll go look at that in a second. But I just wanted to show this off. We've got sea lanterns all along, so it even works at night. Something funny though, I actually left that block gap open there, this block here, because I didn't need it. It was because the cows were being pushed, and the cows are 2 blocks or 1.5 blocks tall, so they would just get pushed and, you know, fall down. But the babies are less than a block or 1 block, whatever it is, you know. So they could actually fit through that hole there, that gap, and some small chance they could be near the edge here on either side, and the slime blocks would actually shoot them through that hole, and they would go down here, grow up, and take up the mob cap. And they would just hang it out here. So I AFK'd a couple nights and discovered that, so that's fixed. So now they all go down here, and then I've just got glazed terracotta all around, so you know these aren't caught on anything. But yeah, that way we deal with the babies, we deal with the adults. They all are processed and go into mushroom cow heaven. Goodbye. Now, I'd like to say this works pretty well. Like I said, I didn't look up any guides or tutorials for this. According to Oreo Lamp on SciCraft, someone did do a flying machine version of this, and I'm sure it looks similar to this to an extent. But I didn't look up any tutorials or any guides on this. But I will share this if you guys want. I'll take probably just this region out and put it into a world and give you a world download if you want to, you know, look at it and build it in your world. Or I can make a schematic probably. But it's pretty simple, as you can see. I just built these platforms really low, made the flying machines, and knock them down into these killing chambers. And you know, the research that I did, I found like I said, the Japanese YouTuber that I'll share their link in the description for these killing chambers, because otherwise I would have had to figure something else out. I was kind of struggling, but yeah, they helped me with this here. But anyways, let's turn the machine off, and it's just this little switch here. You can see all those pistons come down. That way the return station doesn't trigger when they come back. And you definitely want this to be off when you leave, or these machines will just sometimes break. And I've been meaning to put a switch up there for the little platform, like so I don't have to come down and turn it on and off, but it's really not a big deal. I might do it later. Okay, let's go. Ooh, that was a good spawn. Holy, 21. That was a big group. Let me sleep really quick. Okay. So if you remember, these are our brown mushroom cows that were struck by lightning. I saved them. This is Bob, and this is Benny. Bob and Betty. They're the mushroom cow farm mascots. They're hanging out here. They just keep me company while I AFK in this little hole. Beep. But the drops have been good. Like I said, I AFK'd a couple nights, so I've got plenty to keep me stocked up. And the rates will probably go down when I update to 1.16. So I made sure to get a good stockpile because of the way they changed the spawning mechanics where they can't overspawn like they just did there above the mob cap. They'll only spawn up to 10, you know, and then they have to, that cap has to clear and then more can spawn. But I think it'll be okay. And this is just a single player world, so it isn't too big a deal. I think we're doing pretty good. And if you notice here, I got these barrels. I kind of goofed on the water stream and put an ice block above these chests here. I couldn't open it. And I wanted it to be symmetrical, so I put barrels on both these sides. It's just, you know, for my OCD. These are just item sorters. I didn't feel like I needed shulker box loaders or anything like that. I could just come here and fill up a couple boxes if I needed and take. But yeah, this project is done. Alright, we're back at the base here, and Pink Sheep and I have got some exciting news. We are in 1.16, baby. Woo! We updated! Yep, I updated to the release candidate of 1.16. The official release date is Tuesday, the 23rd, and this Saturday I had some free time, so I decided to go ahead and update and get some exploration going on in 1.16. And as you can see, I've already got netherite armor. Oh yes. We'll go check out where I got that from next. But I wanted to show you our first netherite pickaxe. This is Puzhraiti Mirov, also known as Eater of Worlds. This is just in Russian. I'm trying to learn Russian on the side, so I just named our netherite pickaxe. Oh, it's beautiful. But it's going on the wall. We're not using it. This netherite crap is really hard to find. I've got some scrap here. Let's look in this. Yeah, I've got 1 scrap and 3 ingots left over after I made a full set of armor. Not a full set, I didn't make the chest piece, but I also made a sword. I might make a hoe, but I did make a diamond hoe to collect the nether warts, the tree leaves, nether leaves, whatever you want to call it. All right, as soon as I come out, you can probably notice something new here. I made a ice road. I know what I said about ice roads in earlier episodes. I didn't really care for them, but I went ahead and made one to get to the mushroom island nice and fast, and also all the way down to our wither skeleton farm, our nether fortress mob farm, because that's really far out there, and this just makes it easier. But I also added a rail along this, so if I needed to carry a bunch of junk in like minecart chests that nobody ever uses, I could. And I actually did use a few times when I was still digging the last bit of the mushroom island. So, you know, I can either jump over here, grab a boat, plop it down and go, or if I wanted to take a minecart and go somewhere, I can just also do the same with this. I just got this stocked up. This was much easier than making a pistol bolt, I won't lie, and much faster as well. But the only thing I don't like is that, you know, you have to stop and turn manually. It's a manual thing, it's not automatic. But I'm working on something that might be cool, that might make it a little bit more automatic, to where like you're going, and when you get to an intersection where there's a turn, the ice block is like already pushed up, and then you hit a button and it pulls it down, and you can go whichever way you want, and then it comes back up. But that's, you know, that's still manual. It's just something to help you stop, basically. But for now, this is good. This just goes out all the way to our farthest spot in the nether east, and I plan on making more of these that go, you know, north, south, and west. They just have to, I just want a fast way to get to the extents of our, like that way is where our double witch hut is. That way there isn't really much west, I don't think, where I mine sand normally. And then south there also isn't much of that way. Apart from our mob switches, which are, we added piston bolts to, so it's not concerned with that. But let me just address this massive hole here. Oh no! There's a ghast! Of course a ghast would be there. So, I've been pretty busy. God, let me turn the mod switch on. This is aggravating. I'll pull up the little mini map here and kind of give you an idea of what I did, because I trimmed some chunks around here, but I had to be very careful of where I trim, because I've done a lot in the nether here, so I didn't want to just completely reset it. But I did trim pretty close, as you can see, like right here, which is like this section here, all the way along this side and along this piston bolt, all the way out alongside the where the withered mod switch is, and that section out there. I haven't done really much south at all. I've done a lot this way, and I've explored that way, and west as well, but all around here I had to be very careful. I couldn't trim like much around here basically, but I did trim like mostly everything south and west, like all of this over here. It's pretty obvious where the those new biomes are. Those look really cool. But yeah, I wanted to have a quick and easy way to find my way back up here. Like I said, this is the way I've been getting down to explore the new nether stuff, and I didn't like this. It felt like there was a big barrier between like where my portals are and where the new nether stuff was. So I wanted this is like completely overkill, but I just wanted a big hole that I could easily fly in and out of to go to the new nether stuff. And this is just based on 0, 0. Like right in the middle there is 0, 0 in the nether. It's hard to, you know, I can't obviously walk out there, but like if I stand on this block and go that way, it would be out there in the middle. And I did this bedrock wrecking last night. It took quite a while. But thanks to the dragon egg bedrock breaking, it didn't take as long as it would have if I just used pistons. But yeah, this is also where I'm gonna work on making my actual nether hub, or just kind of like my nether stop, my nether, whatever you want to call it, like, you know, my restock stations for maybe rockets and food, and if I die and I need a quick way to and from, I can come over here and get a new set of armor and tools and all that. And I'm gonna try and decorate this a little bit more than just the sea lanterns. I just wanted these to be very easy to see from down below and up top if I was flying around. But this is how easy it is. I mean, just getting to and from the roof of the nether. I felt like it was necessary to make this a thing in the world. I didn't want to be bound by that 1x1 hole going in and out. And even though this is in an old region, so you know none of this is new, I can still come down here and easily get to the new stuff much faster. I just need to go, you know, that way. Alright, well, let's go check out where I've been getting this ancient debris from. Let's see if I can find it. I've got a waypoint. Oh my dear lord. This is why I also still have some digging to do. I need to get a clear way in and out. Oh no. Oh, these new nether biomes look so good though. Alright, this is, I know, a strange spot, but I wanted to find an area that is very low down in the nether, and also in a new biome that hasn't been generated before, or that's been trimmed. So as you can see in the top left up there, It's Crimson Forest, so that's basically what I just kept my eye on. Went and grabbed some beds so we can check out how I've been doing this. According to some other people I've been seeing do this, TNT might actually be faster, but I've been using beds and it's worked out pretty good. Let's go this way maybe. Try some. So I watched gnembon's video on the best way to do this, and you just kind of want to poke holes and place these beds down as far as you can, and then you're off. Let's get this out of here. It doesn't make a very big hole if the black stone's in the way, but aha! Woo! Found some. Nice. So you want the chunk borders on so you can know when you're in a chunk that's you've already found some, because once you found some in a chunk, you need to move on to another one because there's no more in that chunk. At least numbers wise, there shouldn't be. So let's go ahead and get this. Nice, we found 2. Woo! Let's keep going on here. See if we can find some more ancient debris. Ah! Look at there. See, sometimes you don't even have to blow up the netherrack. You just find it generated normally. Ooh, there's 3. Yes. Woo woo! Nice. I think I'll still blow this up though. There we go. Nice. I've been getting some of the new gold ore in the nether. Getting tons of quartz as well. The only downfall to beds is it makes you have to make sure you keep eating. So a lot of other people I've seen have also been using TNT. I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.